Alright, hello again everyone. Welcome back. This is Patrick. And welcome back to episode 3 of Let's Learn Japanese with Pokemon. Yeah, I know it's been quite a while. I finally settled down in my new place in Victoria. It actually took quite some time to actually tidy up, to actually settle down with everything. And yeah, finally now I can have some free time to start doing this video game. And yep, hopefully this video will help. Like usual, I'm going to try and translate a Pokemon card that I pulled few videos ago from a Japanese 151 booster pack. And yeah, and also I will try to get more cards in the future to have a bit more variety of the cards that I'm explaining. But today what we have over here is actually Voltorb, or in Japanese. Oh, by the way, I've written down most of the stuff over here, as you can see, because I've seen that my last two videos, it takes too long to write every single thing, especially the last part over here, the explanation of the Pokemon. So pardon me. So I decided to just write down the part that I'm going to translate beforehand so that it doesn't take too long. Well, anyway, first we have the name. In Japanese, Voltorb is actually called the Biriri Dama. So it's B Ri Ri Dama. So Dama by itself, or Tama, it actually means ball. So Dama or Tama in Japanese, it means ball. And Biriri is actually like the Japanese onomatopoeia, where when someone is getting shocked, when you feel that like tingling and shivering feeling when you're getting shocked, that's what you call biri. When it keep happening, it's biriri. So biriri dama is actually basically like a shocking ball technically, which in this case is the name Voltorb in English. And then this one part I forgot to write down is this part, which in English is basic. I think my last two video covers a basic Pokemon too. So Tane, I don't know why sometimes I write lowercase, sometimes I write in uppercase. So Tane, it basically means seed. So Tane is seed, which I've explained in my last two videos as well. Like in Digimon, we have Tanemon, which basically a seed monster. And yeah, that's what Tane is actually. And as you can see, it's basic in English. In Japanese, it's seed. And then the attack. Like usual, I'm going to skip this part. I'm still not there yet with my kanji, so I'm going to skip this part and skip this part. I'm going to explain the attack, this little part over here, and the explanation of the Pokemon right down there. Right, now next we have the attack, which is in Japanese, I think it is called tumbling attack. But actually in Japanese it's called roaring attack. So it's rolling attack actually, but I don't know why in English they translate it into tumbling attack. I think it's to prevent confusion, because there's quite a few other Pokemon that can do rolling attack as well. But yeah, the actual Japanese name of this attack is roaring attack. So I've written it up here. This square right here is ro. And then this straight line, if you remember from my last two videos, is basically the extension of the last vowel. So it's ro. This is ri. The n part over here, ri, good. So ro, ring, good. I know that n and ri look kind of similar, and n and the katakana so also look quite similar. Yes, some of Japanese letters like that, like this ro is actually the same word, the same shape as the kanji for mouth, which is kuchi. But yeah, that's for another time. But for now, so what we have is over here the attack. Roaring. This is supposed to be ku, the katakana ku without the apostrophe. But with the apostrophe, it become g sound. So instead of ku, it's become gu. Like this dharma without this apostrophe is actually tama. So tama with the apostrophe, it becomes dharma. Same with this. This is supposed to be he, hi, he, but with the apostrophe, it becomes b. There's so many of these which you can learn when you're learning basic hiragana and katakana of Japanese. But moving on, we got the roaring, which basically the Japanese word translated directly from English, the word rolling, and then ataku. So this is a, this is ta, same shape as the top one, the da. Ta and da is the same, as you can see. The difference is the apostrophe mark right over there. Right, so ta. This is a small tsu, a small tsu. But if it's small, it's basically extending the consonant of the next letter. If you still remember, that's what the small tsu mean. So this is supposed to be ata ku, and the small tsu actually extend the k. So basically it's like you're having 2k in here. So ataku. So this is actually directly translated from English attack. In Japanese it become ataku. So this attack is called roaring attack, rolling attack, which in the English version it becomes the tumbling attack. Now the explanation under here is quite small. I'm not sure if it can be seen clearly in this video. I think it's quite clear right there. So koi no ikkai nage omote nara 20 damage tsuika. Now I've written it down here, so it's hopefully it's a bit better. I think the cut still looks better, but I'm going to explain part by part first. This is ko. I'm going to write it again on the side actually to make it look better. This is ko. This is e. This is like before, the roaring. So this is and as you can guess, coin is coin. And then next we have the o. This is actually action particle. The actual Japanese pronunciation is wo, but in a sentence most of the time this wo is written as O, and then it actually means action particle. So the next verb that we will put right here, it will explain where the action is being applied to, in this case the coin. So the next word is nage. Nage is flip or toss. So nage, this is the hiragana or the furigana, actually, how to read the kanji up here, and then it's pronounced na and ge. This is a k, but with the apostrophe marks up here it become a ge. Nage is flip or toss. So koi no nage, it means to toss a coin or to flip a coin. The next part, omote nara. Omote itself, so this is o, mo, and then te. This is katakana. This is the actual katakana of o, not wo that is read that is read as o, but this is actually an o. I'll show you the hiragana of o is this. This is the actual hiragana of o. But sometimes Japanese, when they read wo in the sentence, it is read as o. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. And this is the actual katakana of o. Can't quite remember the katakana of wo because it's not used as much, but when I remember, I'll try to write it next time. But for today, this is o. This is the way to write it, o. Okay, and then mo, 1, 2, and 3 looks like an e, but it's actually a mo. And then this that looks like a T in a way is te, omote. Omote means the surface, not the surface, yeah, I think it's the surface, if I'm not mistaken. The actual meaning is surface. So omote, if I'm not mistaken, I'll check my dictionary, just give me 1 second. I'm pretty sure it actually means like rough translation in English, it actually means surface. Oh, actually, I just checked my dictionary, it means front. So it's not a surface, it's actually a front. So omote is front, nara is if, or in case. So nara, it means is if or in case, or in case of. So koi no, oh sorry, I actually missed one part, ikai, because koi no ikai. So this is ichi, 1. It's usually written as numbers. Ichi, and then this character is read as kai, kai. But when you're using number 1, you don't usually say ichikai. It's usually shortened into ikai. So ikai. It's like there's a small 2 in between. So the way you read it will be i, small 2, kai. So ikai. Ikai means 1 time. there's so many so many words to count in Japanese that I cannot cover every single one of them. I'm still learning that myself, but yeah, for this one, this particular word is ikkai, one time. So, koi no ikkai nage o motte nara. So, the whole translation of that sentence will be flip a coin once if or in case of front, or in this case is head. So omote nara, in case of front or if front. In English we translate to in case of head or if head. And then the second part, niju. This is niju. 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 So there's actually two u at the end, so it's basically a lengthened u. So niju, which means 20. Niju dameji. Dameji tsuika. So, oh sorry, da, not ta. So this is da me, because there's a lengthened straight line, as you can see. Da meji. This is ji. How to read this is tsuika. So this is tsu i ka. So 20ダメージ追加. Damage is, you might have guessed, it's from the English word damage. So damage, it's damage. So 20ダメージ, 20 damage. 追加is to add. So this 追加, as you can see, it's a big tsu right over here. It's not a small tsu like usual. So you have to pronounce the tsu, 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 instead of lengthening the consonant of the next letter, because this is a big tsu, so you have to pronounce the tsu. So the whole sentence, coin o ikkai nage o motte nara 20ダメージ追加. I'm going to bring it closer and I'm going to read it one more time. Coin o ikkai nage omotte nara 20ダメージ追加. Flip or toss one coin if or in case of head at 20 damage. So that's the explanation of the attack. That's the name of the attack, rolling attack. And then the next part, which every single card have, is nigeru. Nigeru is to run away. or in English we call it retreat. And finally, this long part, korogate, 移動するので地面がデコボコだとショックで爆発してしまう。It's quite long. I'm going to take it one by one. First, 転がって。I'm going to write it maybe in the new, not in the new page. I'm going to write it here. Right? I'm going to start with the first part. Koro. And then gatte. This is a small tsu, so gatte. Korogate is to roll. And then next we have ito suru no de. No de in itself is like because. So ito. So no de at the end over here. Rough translation, it means because. This is read as E and then tou. This kanji is read E, this kanji is read tou. So E, tou, or ito. Usually native Japanese, when it's OU, it's basically a lengthened O, ito. And then this is su, this is ru. Ito suru no de. Ito suru no de. Because it moves. Because it moves. Basically, this first part, korogate ito suru no de, because it moves by rolling. This is technically in this sentence, it means by rolling. Because it moves by rolling, right? Korogate ito suru no de. Because it moves by rolling. Next, we have this. I'm going to make a square right over here. Jimen. G, and then this is men. So G, and then men, which means ground. Jimen ga. Ga is the particle that emphasizes the subject, the object in this sentence, because in Japanese, object is written at the front, at the first. So jimen ga, this is to emphasize this part, which is the object. If we use wa, usually we use wa for something more general. If I know not every human have 2 legs, but if we say ningen wa ashi, sorry, I suddenly forgot the word. But yeah, if we want to explain something that's general, we use wa, something that that covers most of the population of the object. But if we want to specify a specific type of object, we have to use ga, because we have to emphasize the object, not the attribute of the object. So in this case, Gman ga, Gman ga, which emphasizes the ground. Dekoboko dato. Dekoboko is I'm not sure if this is actually a onomatopoeia, but this dekoboko, it means uneven. Uneven. So jimen ga dekoboko. Dato is if. Another way to say if. So jimen ga dekoboko dato, if the ground is uneven. I'm going to repeat. Korogate, by rolling. Ito suru node, because it moves. So when you put the sentence together, because it moves by rolling, korogate ito suru node. And then the second part, jimen ga dekoboko dato. Jimen, ground, dekoboko, uneven, dato is if, ga is the particle that emphasizes the object instead of the attribute. So jimen ga dekoboko dato, if the ground is uneven. And then the last part over here, shoku. Shoku de bakuhatsu shimau. Baku itself, I think it kind of relates to bomb or explosion, because bakudan it means bomb. So this one kanji usually is related to bomb or explosion. I've only seen this few times, but yeah, it always relates to something that explode or a bomb, basically. All right, so shoku de baku hatsu. As you can see, this is the same hiragana, but one have the apostrophe mark with makes it a ba. So H with apostrophe mark it becomes a B. So bakuhatsu shite shimau. Shoku de. De is also a particle that can be used to emphasize the use of something. So you go by bus. Bus de ikimasu. So de in this case, de or te have so many different meanings. Sometimes it can be means and, A-N-D, and it can also means the continuous of an actions. So basically, in an action, for example, something shite and then something sur. So you do one thing and then after that you do this. There's so many different meanings of te and de, but in this particular part, shokude, it's basically means by using shock And then bakuhatsu is explode. Shite shimau is the action. So bakuhatsu is the explosion. Bakuhatsu is a noun, explosion. So shoku de. So this is she yo. So this is she, but there's a small yo, so together it becomes sho. And then this is a ku, but because there's a small tsu, it becomes a shoku. Shokude. Shokude. And then bakuhatsu. Bakuhatsu. Shite shimau. Shite shimau. Sorry, it's quite messy at this stage. I don't have much space on this table, but I'm going to make it better next time. But yeah, so shite shimau. Shite shimau. Some Japanese verb is basically a noun with shite or suru. Shite or suru is like the action. For example, ryori. Ryori is a cooking. Cooking as in dish. Ryori is dish. But if you want to say I am cooking, ryori shimasu. So shite or shimasu or suru. There's a lesson for another day, but a noun plus suru or shite or shimasu, that usually means the verb form of that noun. And in this case, bakuhatsu is explosion. Bakuhatsu shite shimau is it will, it might. Shite shimau is basically a possibility tense. Is it a word? Can't remember. I'm starting to forget my English. But bakuhatsu shite shimau is basically it might explode. If I combine everything together, korogate ito suru no de, because it moves by rolling. Jimen ga dekoboko dato, if the ground is uneven. Shoku de bakuhatsu shite shimau, it might explode by using shock. Or in this case, we can say, I'm going to put the translation first. It might explode. Again, bakuhatsu itself is explosion. Shite is the verb form of bakuhatsu. Bakuhatsu shite is basically explode. Shimau is it might. So it might explode by using shock, or it might explode because of the shock. One more time. Korogate ito suru no de, jimen ga dekoboko dato, shoku de bakuhatsu shite shimau. So korogate ito suru no de, because it moves by rolling, right? It is this part. Jimen ga dekoboko dato, if the ground is uneven. Shoku de bakuhatsu shite shimau, it might explode because of the shock. And then to recap the whole part, biriri dama. Biriri is actually when you're getting shocked. That's how the Japanese say when you're shivering or you're tingling or you're shaking because you're getting shocked, that's biri. Because it keeps happening, is biriri. And then dama or tama, in this case is dama because there's an apostrophe up here. Dama is ball, so basically it's a shocking ball, which in English we translate to Voltorb. And then over here we have tane, which basically means seed. Just right up here, it means seed. And then the attack itself, roaring attack, rolling attack, roaring attack. And then the explanation of the attack, the coin no 1回投げ表なら20ダメージ追加. The explanation here, coin, of course, coin no 1回, flip a coin, 投げ is flip, 1回 is one time, so coin no 1回投げ, flip a coin once, 表なら, if omote is front, which in a coin we call it head. So if or in case of head, 20ダメージ追加. 20, or over here where we got the number 20. So 20 is 20. ダメージ追加. Damage is of course from the English word damage. So ダメージ追加 is to add. So add 20 damage. If flip one coin, if it's head, add 20 damage. That's the explanation. And then this part, nigeru is to run away, or in English we call it retreat. And the bottom part over here, 転がって移動するので地面がデコボコだとショックで爆発してしまう. So 転がって移動するので because it moves by rolling, 地面がデコボコだと if the ground is uneven, ショックで by using shock or because of shock, 爆発してしまう it might explode. So because of it might explode because of the shock. And that's basically the whole translation of this card, except this part and this part that I still need to learn in the future, definitely someday. But for today, that's basically the lesson. Hopefully this helps you. I know I'm still really messy with all this writing and stuff. I'm still not that organized. I still learn a lot of this word. I try not to use Google Translate. I try to use dictionary because sometimes the actual dictionary meaning is a bit better compared to Google Translate. So yep, that's what I've been doing. If I make some mistake, if I didn't explain it properly, or maybe there are some Japanese that actually listen to this video and then think, oh, that's not right, please leave it in the comment. Please let me know, because I'm still learning Japanese myself. I'm not an expert. I just try to learn Japanese the way that I learned English back when I was a child, which is from games, card games, video games, all those kind of things, because that's where I learned English. I was thinking, why don't I use the same method to learn Japanese? That's basically it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. See you in the next video. Cheers.